everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. In today's game, time of possession is something to watch. The Titans are top 10 in first downs, and they go up against a Packers team that wants to control the game as well. With that, let's get out to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis, with this Big Ten matchup.
All right, thank you, Larry. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Tennessee Titans. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles, we take a look at this Titan Ball Club entering play. They come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8 games. Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, they come in riding high. Just 1 loss in their last 7 games.
It's a very focused team, very disciplined. They've kept the penalties to a minimum, and they're winning football games.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Now the return comes from Dexter McCluster. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback. Out of Oregon, it's Marcus Mariota.
Marcus Mariota's skill set can help continue to evolve the position of quarterback in the NFL. Because his ability to run with the football, you may not utilize it as little as other coaches have in the past. You may emphasize that part of the game a little bit more.
Murray, the lone setback. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football.
And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to. It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. This is taken around the 12. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback who started at Arkansas, finished his college career at Alabama State. It's Tavares Jackson.
I think all teams love having a backup quarterback who understands what it's like to be the starter, because that way he knows how to prepare, knows what's expected, and if he has to go into the game, really shouldn't be surprised.
Here we go. They go play action here on 1st down. They find Randall Cobb on the completion. And he's brought down. They'll get 19 yards there. And that leads to a Green Bay 1st.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass and completing it.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run here. This is James Starks. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's the offensive unit coming out onto the field in just a moment. Randall Cobb, very good at wideout.
Went to college to be a quarterback. Discovered his talents couldn't be limited to one position. He's a 1,000-yard receiver every year for his quarterback.
Jackson now. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Bryant. And nothing but green grass across here, middle of the field. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Throwing is Jackson. And he's got a man. It's the former Titan, Jared Cook. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Back to throw here. And Jeff Janis has it complete. And he'll take it down deep into Tennessee territory. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 49 yards. Having an effective short passing game, one of their main concern coming into this one. Right there, able to hit the D with a quick strike and a first down.
And you're able to put that into your game plan when you see that there's space to throw the football. A lot of defenses don't want to play press coverage or tight coverage. They'll play backed off, and sometimes those cornerbacks will bail out really fast and really get deep, and that allows you to throw the quick game underneath, and they took advantage of it.
Uh-oh, Charles, now you get to talk about your old spot, the secondary. Very key here in this one.
Yeah, you have to cut me off because, you know, I'll talk about them all game long. Love to see those guys match up and challenge the best wide receivers.
10 yards still left on second down. One receiver left, three to the right. And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Jordy Nelson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Now here's McCluster. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Packers defense, they ready themselves here. They were able to force the 3-and-out last time, led to the punt, and then led to a touchdown for their crew. So they'll be looking for a little bit more of that, Charles.
Well, I think that they created the spark with the 3-and-out. Gave a little momentum to their offense. He said, all right, appreciate it, guys. And they took the ball downfield and stuck it in the end zone.
And the defense wasn't out there long. They'll be trying to keep it short here. Give the tackle there to Morgan Burnett. And a lot of the weight of this offense falls on the shoulders of the running back.
That's because the offense knows if they give him any openings, any opportunities, he can turn it into a big play at any time.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down. Again, it's Murray. And some room to work. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. The catch is made by Kendall Wright. And he's brought down. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
On 1st down, Murray. And he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
When I watch a run like that, I always think of DeMarco Murray, the Oklahoma version of DeMarco Murray back in college, because he could do it all. Run, catch, return game. His only problem was staying healthy. That was my worry about him coming into the league. And when he has been healthy in the NFL, he's been one of the top backs in the game.
He was healthy on that run. 65 touchdowns, by the way, setting a record while he was at Oklahoma. And right with it here over the middle. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 14 there. And it'll give the Titans a first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. How can you get much more balance than this? Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Can't find anyone open. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
The NFL is brought to you by Head & Shoulders. Shoulders were made for greatness, not dandruff.
With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. They come out here in the eye. From the 4, it's 2nd and goal. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Their big tight end, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to strike for 6. That was a case of practice making perfect. Goal line offense had been their focus while prepping for this one.
Almost as if you go back to training camp, isn't it? You strip it bare, you figure out what you need to make something work on it all week long, and get it done. That's got to feel great for them.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And they went big on first down. Proves unfruitful. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Jackson now. And that is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Richard Rodgers, that time. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Let's go! Throwing is Jackson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. That was 2nd down run for Murray. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
They'll come out in the pistol. They go play action here on first down. Backing up, still back there. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on to it 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
So 2nd and 10 here. A play fake to Murray. Now Mariota surveying the field. And that's caught inside the 35. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
That was a nice pickup, some chunk yardage there. Some of those big yards downfield with a little bit of rack thrown in there, a little run after catch. And it came on a crossing route. I can just hear one of my friends who won 4 Super Bowls as a quarterback always said the same thing. What route does a defense hate? Crossing route. Hate it, hate it, hate it, because it's hard to change direction when they get going full speed in the other way.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. And here we go on 1st and goal. Now they'll run. Murray. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that loss of yards there is not just on him. It's on the guys blocking for him. I mean, they're supposed to create some type of space or at least get a stalemate. They end up letting them through, and they ended up tackling him for a loss.
Again, it's Murray. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
To throw Mariota. That's caught at the 3. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. Well, there's 2 sides here. I guess you could pinpoint and look at the offense and say, oh, man, what a disaster. Hey, the defense, though, they came through.
Preparation's the key to everything, and when you're on the defensive side of the ball and in special teams meetings, you prepare for plays like this, and in this case, they were actually able to win it.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. And hauled in here by Richard Rodgers.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So a big roughing the passer penalty, Charles, and of course that's 15 yards.
And everyone knows how protected the quarterbacks are. You've got to make sure that when you launch at a quarterback, that you're hitting him in the right spot and in the right time.
Now back, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. Does the big boy have the juice? And he will bring it back to the 4-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Marcus Mariota and the offense heading back out for their next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes, but right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store.
Here we go.
10th carry of the game now. Murray. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Tennessee after this. You that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Well, they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. So 3rd and goal. The defense in the dot, and he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. DeMarco Murray, his first touchdown as a Tennessee Titan. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. And Murray had a tough year in Philly a season ago. A new lease on life, so to speak, here with Tennessee, his first score.
And you know what he's falling back on? His last year with the Dallas Cowboys, where he was an absolute monster on the field. He wants to recreate that. This first touchdown gets him on his way.
Extra point try now for Succop. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And he whips that one incomplete there.
Pass interference. Defense.
So pass interference on the defense. Charles, this is a penalty we see all the time.
The offenses know what they're doing. They know how to create great matchups. And defenders, if you're not there in time, they will throw the flag.
Back to throw. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
There's no shyness there pushing the ball downfield, but I like the coverage on the play. In good position. And when you have a 50-50 ball, who's going to come down with it? I like the way that he made the play, came across, and knocked it away.
He completes it middle of the field to Janis.
Illegal block in the back. Offense. Still 3rd down.
So a costly penalty and now a tougher 3rd down situation. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
It's amazing how much advice defensive players get on 3rd down. You hear the bench screaming out, watch the draw, watch the screen, watch the pass here. Very rarely do they reference watching the fullback, and he slipped through and picked up a 1st down.
And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a 2nd one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
Rolling to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this is caught. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Roughing the passer. Defense.
And with the big gain, they'll go ahead and decline the penalty. Extra point try now for Crosby. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
A second down throw here for Mariota. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
False start, offense.
They run with McCluster. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Here's Brett Kern now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And the Titans defense, they get ready. They take the field again. And in a tight ball game like this, the defense looking for a stop. You kind of, whether you're the offense or the defense, you don't want to be the one to screw this thing up.
No, not at all. And right now, you've got to figure that the offense is thinking to themselves, if you just get us the ball, we'll make things happen for you. Just help us out a little bit. And that's what the defense has to have in mind as they try it out here for this series.
Yeah, right now, the offense on the sideline. Can the defense do it? They'll come out in the pistol. Jackson now. He'll buy some time right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away. A nickel set shown by the Titans on 3rd down.
Thinking pass. Throwing is Jackson. It's caught. Nelson. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that 3rd down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a 1st down.
3rd time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on 3rd, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And that play was what every defense is wary of. The big strike attempted downfield, but they were in excellent position. They didn't get fooled, and while he didn't come up with the interception, was able to bat the ball down.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Parrish Cox. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. Final play of the half here, Mariota. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And it's Clinton-Dix with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Thank Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Titans secondary has had trouble slowing down the passing game. The Packers have done great work in that area these last two games, and they'll just look to continue that in the second half. All right, let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Early in quarter one, Jackson's throw under pressure leads to the turnover. Titans will end up returning it for a TD. They strike first in the half. Packers line up at the 13. Quick pass and catch by Nelson, and it leads to a touchdown. Packers tied up at 7. We go to the second quarter. Stevens has got the catch here, and it's caught for the touchdown. That puts them up by a touchdown. Now after the fumble, Murray's going to stay between the tackles, and a quick three-play drive ends with a score. That puts them on top by 14. Now to late in the first half, Nelson's able to get free along the sideline. He would pick up 2 yards and then duck out of bounds. An interception would get the defense off the field. So that'll do it for us here in Orlando. For the call of the second half, let's hand it back over to Brandon and Charles. Brandon.
Here comes Montgomery now to return it. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They go play action here on first down. And Rodgers has it over on the right side. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
And Richard Rodgers makes the grab, and let's face it, it's going to follow him the rest of his career. The Hail Mary he caught to beat the Lions in 2015 in Detroit, pretty memorable play.
Those Lions fans, they just don't like you right now if they heard that.
I didn't mean to bring it up to, pull the Band-Aid off the wound there. I was just trying to praise Richard Rodgers. Yeah, they're going to be mad at me. The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the...
And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back.
Holding offense. Still second down.
They'll look to throw again. They'll roll him out right. And complete right side to Cook. And he's brought down. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. And now the offense operates in the red zone.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get up, still accurately throws a nice...
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Ty Montgomery, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And that score and the point after will knock this ball game up.
And when you're playing from behind, all you want to do is get back to even and, in a sense, start over again. That's exactly what they were able to accomplish.
Now Crosby for the point after. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Murray the lone setback. Throwing again. Mariota on 2nd and 10. He's got hit comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
3rd and long here for Mariota. And underneath here to McCluster. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Caught left side by Cobb. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
A good solid game there on 1st down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
Let's go! Brad 38! Brad 38! Man, I got you. Man, I got
you. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Jackson now. And he rifles one incomplete. Jeff Janis, the one he was looking for. And just like that, it's 3rd down. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Have to give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. They were prepared. Ordinarily, when they take the big shot downfield to the big guy, that's usually a mismatch that the offense is used to winning. But the preparation showed for the defense, and they were able to bat it away.
So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
The defense won that play so fast, and I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Second down, Mariota. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
On third down, Mariota. He's got time. Look at the time. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
And a key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out. Now Mariota. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Only a yard of the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on third and a tough 9.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Three quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. All right, shift now to the Tennessee defense here. And even though that last drive yielded points, it was a long field goal, so they probably weren't too upset about it. Although here, obviously, they'd like to give up 0.
Of course, that's the goal each and every time out. But when they make that type of a field goal that long, you almost give them a little nod of respect to the kicker, like, congratulations, but you do feel pretty good about not giving up anything big.
Yeah, and we'll see if they can not give up anything big on this drive. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. 3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Throwing is Jackson. Now look at this. They get the turnover they need. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. 3rd down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
Suck up for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. Now the Packers get set to go. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now Hundley. It's brought in by Janis. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And they're going to speed things up here.
Let's go. 1, 9.
Throwing Hundley. Over the middle, Rodgers has it. And he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Let's go.
Back to throw now on first down. And his throw here is incomplete. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. To throw again. And this one's incomplete. He was looking for James Starks out of the backfield. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. Here's Tim Mastay now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it. And you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down. Have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Justin Hunter, the one he was searching for. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
The out route's such a timing route that sometimes the guy throwing the ball just throws it almost blindly, just kind of counts on that timing winning. And in this case, the ball was batted away.
Carries piling up. It's Murray again. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out. Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And he does his leg as he gets this one away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time with just punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. And he comes back with one complete. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they could do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Complete, starts on the screen. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try to pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And they went big on first down, proves unfruitful.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there. But a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie, Kevin Byard. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Mariota to throw it. This one complete left side to Green Beckham. And he's brought down. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Getting late here in the fourth, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. They go with Murray again. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Tough spot for the offense, 3rd and 8. They come out here in the eye. McCluster. And he'll fight his way forward. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. He'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Offense trying to avoid stalling out. Facing a 3rd and 10. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. And there's a flag on the play.
Holding. Offense. The penalty is declined.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. He's back to throw. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. They have the lead. Still a one-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now. Just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off. And, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Well, it was stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Now it's McCluster. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, certainly a tough loss here, but they've got to move on. I mean, you have another opponent next week. You dwell on this one, it hurts you the following week.
That's where the 24-hour rule comes into play, win or lose for all teams. Either enjoy the win for 24 or reflect on the loss for 24, then put it aside and move forward.
So for the Titans, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6 and 4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, the loss will drop them to 6 and 3 now on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans are winners here as we say so long from Nashville.